our third session on learning path 3, okay, which is on computer vision. Okay, hopefully you have tried out the lab. Later I will show you how you go to the virtual machine, because last time during Dr. Tan Ping, okay, we don't really use the virtual machine, but now for your batch, okay, they have actually upgrade on how the students able to use the virtual machine lah, untuk run. Actually, it's more secure lah, secure, and it's save their Microsoft subscription actually. Okay, but unfortunately, it only lasts for 7 days. Okay, if possible, please do try it out. Okay, walaupun it's not really compulsory, but it's good to have like the uh, opportunity lah. Okay, untuk follow all the lab session. It's only empat, okay, four session altogether. Okay. So this is on topic computer vision. Okay. So computer vision, we'll cover module 1 and module 2, okay, which is computer vision concepts. Okay, what actually the category of computer vision, okay, and as well as creating computer vision solution in Azure. As you know, okay, just a brief idea on what is computer vision. Okay, computer vision is a branch of artificial intelligence. Okay, actually, it's that enables computers to analyze, okay, and understand images and videos. Okay, remember what we learned before, which is the machine learning, mainly more on data, but it can be on text, on audio, on images, and even in sound, okay, speech. Okay, but for computer vision, is mainly the visual. Visuals mean what our eyes can see, what the computer eyes can see. So images and as well as videos, only limited to those two datas. Okay, so computer vision has many applications, okay, in various domains, okay, such as the healthcare, same like any AI application. Okay, so that we have healthcare, we have security, we have retail, especially marketing, okay, finances, businesses, okay, manufacturing, okay, and as well as leisure lah, entertainment. Okay, so Microsoft Azure offers several services that can help you to implement this computer vision. Okay, like vision solution. Okay, such as so these are all the component in offered by Microsoft Azure, which is Azure Cognitive Services Vision APIs. Okay, Azure Custom Vision Services. Okay, number third is Azure Video analyzer for media, formerly for video indexer. Okay, lastly is actually we can use this Azure machine learning, okay, untuk images dengan video. Okay, remember for computer vision mainly for images and videos. Okay, later on for natural language processing, whether we'll be able to use the image ataupun video untuk NLP, so we can see how these three relates. We have the machine learning, we have the computer vision, we have natural language processing. Okay, so in the class where I will introduce you to some of the key concept of the features. Okay, concept features of this computer vision workload on Azure. Okay, so that is the brief. Okay, computer vision concept. Okay. Meanwhile, for creating this computer vision solution in Azure, as you know, okay, again, okay, this computer vision is a part of AI, so it creates, okay, or enables computer, okay, untuk understand and as well as analyze these images and videos. So this Azure platform, okay, provide various services, okay, and tools to create this computer vision solution. Okay, computer vision, custom vision, the face, okay, the video indexer, the spatial analysis, and more, banyak. Yeah, so these services can perform tasks such as, okay, object detection. Of course lah, kalau image or video, okay, we have to detect the object first. So object detection, okay. After object, oh, kita tahu this is a person. Okay, after that, okay, face recognition. So dia tengok face pula. Okay, and then text extraction. Dia boleh buat text. Mana tahu dalam in my apa baju ni ada nama kan? Okay, Nur Fauza, an image. or in video, sorry, video image captured, okay, and so it extract, okay, this text extraction, okay, through this image, contoh ni. So video analysis to analyze, after they buat face recognition, they analyze siapa ni, okay, mungkin ada tai lalat ke, kecil mata ke, so dia akan trace, okay, the faculty ini perempuan pakai tudung, so dia akan filter lah, okay, siapa lecturer yang pakai tudung semua, pakai kecil mata hitam, contoh dia, ada tai lalat ke, okay, nose it will trace, okay, make sure your data should have all the list of lecturers lah, dengan gambar sekali, so it will trace, okay. And scene understanding and more, okay, there's a lot of apa nama, tasks, okay, where these services, okay, by Azure provided. So you can use these services through REST API, ingat balik, okay, the pipeline, dia guna pipeline, okay. Only thing that they use apa, computer vision lah, okay, SDK, and it uses as well the machine learning lah, okay. And you also can use Azure machine learning lah, okay, to train and deploy your own custom computer vision punya model. So these are actually the brief for computer vision, okay. So computer vision interesting lah, yeah, interesting from the rest, I guess, because it's mainly visual. Okay, you can see the images, you can see the video. Yeah, so this is, we cover the module 1 computer vision. So let hear, okay, the video. This first. For me to pass first in case ada yang tak dengar. Malu-malu ni tak bersuara. Dia sound dia, video. Are you able to hear this? No sound, okay. Yes, I have to start this. No, I use my computer. Let me restart again.
Seeing AI is a Microsoft research project for people with visual impairments. The app narrates the world around you by turning the visual world into an audible experience. Point your phone's camera
Turn on camera.
select a channel, and hear a description. The app recognizes saved friends. Jenny near top right, 3 feet away, describes the people around you, including their emotions. 28-year-old female wearing glasses looking happy. It reads text out loud as it comes into view, like on an envelope. Ken Lawrence, P.O. Box, or a room entrance. Conference 2005. Or scan and read documents like books and letters. The app will guide you and recognize the text with its formatting. Top and left edge is not visible. Hold steady. Lease agreement. This agreement. When paying with cash, the app identifies currency bill. $20 US. When looking for something in your pantry,
Again.
Seeing AI is a Microsoft research project for people with visual impairments. The app narrates the world around you by turning the visual world into an audible experience. Point your phone's camera, select a channel, and hear a description. The app recognizes saved friends. Jenny near top right, 3 feet away, describes the people around you, including their emotions. 28-year-old female wearing glasses looking happy. It reads text out loud as it comes into view, like on an envelope. Ken Lawrence, P.O. Box, or a room entrance. Conference 2005. Or scan and read documents like books and letters. The app will guide you and recognize the text with its formatting. Top and left edge is not visible. Hold steady. Lease agreement. This agreement. When paying with cash, the app identifies currency bill. $20. When looking for something in your pantry or at the store, use the barcode scanner with audio cues to help you find what you want. Campbell's tomato soup. When available, hear additional product details. Heat and microwave bowl on height. And even hear descriptions of images in other apps like Twitter by importing them into Seeing AI. A close-up of Bill Gates. Finally, explore our experimental features like scene descriptions to get a glimpse of the future. I think it's a young girl throwing a frisbee in the park. Experience the world around you with the Seeing AI app from Microsoft.
Hopefully you're able to hear the sound. Okay, sorry for some technical, I'm not sure why it doesn't retrieve the sound from my laptop. Okay. Dengar kan? Because there are gonna be a few videos, okay, which I'm gonna share to you, just a short clip lah. Okay, semua okay kan? Semua senyap ni? Okay. So what is computer vision? Okay, as we know, I've mentioned it just now. Vision. Okay, okay, good. Loud and clear. So what is computer vision? Okay, as you know, okay, dalam video tu tadi, okay, it's an area, okay, computer vision, other description macam definition is an area of AI that deal with visual processing. Kita ada visual, okay, images, video ni, okay, you processkan data-data to data. So you can explore possibility that computer vision brings, okay. In the video example just now, there's the Seeing AI apps is a great example of the power of the computer vision. Actually, there's a lot of apps, okay, and the system available nowadays, even in your phone, in Android phone pun, okay. Like for example, okay, can you list me? Can you list me 3 real world applications of computer vision? Kalau you dah tengok example tadi, okay, now it's your turn, okay, to list out 3, okay, real world application of computer vision. Either you able to find it in your own phone kat sini, okay, in your own phone, okay, whether you will use the Google Sense, okay. Apa lagi? The image, contoh through this image, okay, you able to find apa dia dapat trace, okay, the mana saya tengok itu, okay, gambar my family punya favorites, okay, let's see, dia tak dia tunjuk gambar my family, okay, dia tagkan setiap satu tu, okay, macam ni lah, okay, you see here, where is it just now? Utility ke? Dalam utility, where is it? So you can try this out. Then I want to see whether you understand the concept, okay, which I have explained just now, okay, and think of anything, okay, basically around you, or even in front of you, ataupun dalam phone, okay, even in your surroundings, whether, okay, you can apply to this application, okay, and built under the computer vision. Nampak? Okay, face recognition, okay, image search, traffic control, okay, MRI scanning, good. Take your time, okay, nanti saya akan archive this, okay, to the class note so that you see the answers you share your answers with the other students. Okay, retail, healthcare. Arif boleh letak dalam Menti. Okay, Menti meter ni. Okay, you go to menti.com, okay, use this code. Okay. And try to copy this so that it's easier for you to click on if you jadi retail autonomous vehicle. Okay, boleh. Google search. Google search is more on text. Google, unless you put in Google Sense lah. Google Lens, sorry. Okay. Macam contoh, okay, I got a product. Contoh lah, I put in Lenovo ni. Contohnya, okay, I don't know if you can look at this. So this is a Lenovo punya mouse. Okay, when you click on lens, okay, Google Lens kan. So dia kan nampak lah. So these are the link to there were Google search, okay, to this image. So image to text sebenarnya. So dia akan scroll lah. Okay. So kalau kira saya nak beli, so how much is this? Contohnya. So these are all the result. Nampak tak? Okay, tak start. Sebenarnya untuk Android 13 lah. Okay, I'm not sure with Android sebelum tu. Okay, so macam ni. Okay, again, I'll show you how. Tak nampak eh. Okay. Okay. So this is Lenovo punya mouse. Okay. And I click on Google Lens. Oh, mana tu? Google Lens kat sini. So dia akan carilah. So those are mouse tadi. So this is one application of image to text tu lah, vision, computer vision. Okay, we have a lot here. Have surveillance, QR code, scanner, spots. You have to be spot lens ke? Is it no? Spots. This is application. So yang if, for example, you put in spots, apa lagi? Retail, tu is more on the domain. Kalau my questions ask, okay, list 3 domain, okay, where real application of computer vision have been applied on. So you can answer sports ke, retail ke. Kalau saya tanya 3 world application, okay, saya nak application. Macam contoh, saya tunjuk tadi, okay, which I have shown you just now is a Google Lens lah. Any other Google punya applications everything. So image search, okay, acceptable, okay, traffic control. So text, you need to be exact when they ask regarding the real world application lah. Plate apa, maybe plate number recognition, fraud recognition, okay, ataupun vehicle defect recognition pun boleh juga. Ni untuk for the insurance punya claim boleh juga. So there's a lot of features inside that. Okay. Okay, thank you very much for responding. So we have 9 9 yang respond kat sini. So require more kalau boleh. Okay, your involvement. Okay, I know some of you might have class early in the morning, tak apa. Okay, they can join in later or even can view the video lah. Okay, ada yang balas kat dalam ni? Tak ada. Google Lens macam contoh. Okay, Google Lens tu kan. Okay. Next. So this is another example of computer vision in which has been stated by one of you tadi macam contoh traffic control kan. So this is a part of digital processing, okay, on image and video. Okay, you can see, okay, from here is can see a traffic control. Okay, there's a traffic light. Okay, and then people crossing. Okay, there's a vehicle. Okay? And how do this computer process? Okay, this image. Okay, image taken from either CCTV ni kan, CCTV can capture the data in term of image dengan video. Okay, so computer can see the world through digital images, okay, such as photograph, you punya kamera, live camera feeds, or even recorded video profiles. So these are actually the icon lah, photograph, okay, CCTV camera, and the video as well. Okay. So each digital images is actually when computer sees it, they process it using pixel lah, okay, indicate color, okay, intensity of each of the pixel in the image. You can use values just like any other data, okay, as featured to train your machine learning. Okay, ni kira daripada vision, daripada video tadi, tapi of course daripada video masuk ke static punya image, okay, static image, okay, and then computer will recognize each of this pixel, okay, intensity dalam image lah, and then train, of course lah, machine learning, okay, model untuk apply transformation dengan calculation to analyze the image, okay, of data, then find pattern in it. So this grid, okay, numbers is overlaid, okay, on the image, okay, okay, belum ke video ataupun image yang as an input, okay, take image, okay, they were overlaid, okay, this grid, okay, each number is a value between 0 and as well as 255 lah, represent the intensity of each of the pixel. Okay, so in the case of color images, there are 3 layers, okay, of pixel values of, okay, kita ada color RGB lah, okay. So R is red, okay, green and blue intensity. So 3 overlapping table of red, green, blue pixel, okay, values will appear. Okay, kalau dia black and white is easier lah, okay? And if it's colored, RGB will be applied. Macam ni, so dia akan overlay lah, okay, red, green, blue, okay, berapa banyak density kat sini, okay. So that is application of computer vision for example gathered from CCTV image dengan video, okay. Then you can see another application of computer vision, okay, so where we can see computer vision solution actually built, okay, using combination of machine learning model and some advanced image analysis techniques. Okay, here are the common. Okay, there are 6 common application of vision, which include image classification. So kat sini apa yang you nampak? What you can see is actually a taxi kan, taxi kat US lah, okay, all in yellow color. So an image, okay, classification model uses numerical pixel feature macam tadilah to predict a class label for the image. For example, okay, in a traffic monitoring solution, you might use an image classification model to classify. Ingat, classification model ni dalam machine learning. Okay, so ingat balik bila dapat image ni from vision. Okay, daripada computer vision tadi captured. Okay, and then you classify this image classification model to classify image based on type of vehicle, which contain mungkin ni of course is a taxi. Okay, buses, cyclists, and so on. Okay, so image classification model answer the question, okay, such as what is this? Okay, what is this an image of? Okay, ataupun this is an image of what? Okay, and this is really applied to ChatGPT 4.0 lah. Okay, sebab yang semalam saya tunjuk tu, okay, where ChatGPT 4 ni dia dah identify, okay, image to text. So dia dah ada element of computer vision kat situ. Okay, okay, and the only part mungkin video belum ada lah. And then the next one, so that is image classification. Okay, so next is object detection. So object detection models are trained to classify individual object in an image. So dia tahu yang ni tadi untuk satu image. Okay, untuk ni adalah untuk objek. Okay. So it will classify individual object in the image and indicate the location, okay, within the image as a bounding box lah, okay, dalam bentuk box. Okay, for example, you could expand the traffic monitoring solution to detect presence of multiple classes of vehicle. You ada vehicle kan? Vehicle can be a bus, a car, okay, even a cyclist, which you have identified under image classification tadi. Okay, and then bila nampak hole, okay, there's a lot of object there, so you will need to classify based on the object. Okay, so object detection models are used to answer the questions such as what object are in this image, okay, and where are they? Okay, so mana dia? Mungkin the location of it. Okay, so on the pathway, contoh cyclist on the bicycle pathway, okay, car and bus, okay, are actually on the road, okay, path, dekat sini. And the next one is an image segmentation. Okay, semantic segmentation model, okay, are an advanced kind of model that classify individual pixel in the image based on which object they belong to. Okay, like for example, we have this traffic monitoring, okay, solution kat sini, okay, which might use semantic. Semantic, okay, beza, okay, synthetic and semantic. Synthetic lebih kurang tersirat dengan tersurat. Kalau for syntactic, benda yang you nampak, okay, you can see it easily, like a front end. Okay, benda yang tersurat lah. Okay, semantic is much more to embed. Okay, mana dia macam tersirat apa di dalam dia. Okay, so this is semantic segmentation. You segmentkan into one, you perform kan. Like for example, okay, in this example, traffic monitoring solution might use a semantic segmentation model, okay, to overlay mask. Okay, dia punya bayang tu lah, okay, the front on the image to indicate pixel that belong to the bus, okay, the car, okay, the cyclist with different color. So you segmentkan dia. Okay, you tahu, okay, ni you dah identify the object. Okay, so this are dalam bentuk box. Red, okay, red, green, blue, RGB tadi kan. So ni is car. You colored it blue, okay, and then this green. Okay, so then bila you segmentkan lagi, so tak ada box dah. Okay, this actually the object. Okay, you covered the object. Okay, and the questions, okay, for semantic segmentation, okay, the question will ask, so which pixels belong to which object? So pixel tadi yang grid tadi, so dia tahu, okay, this is actually belong to the location berapa, okay, belong to bus. Okay, so the color legend will be set here lah, bus, car, and the cyclist based on the tag color. Okay, and then next, image analysis. Okay, you can build on object detection. Okay, object detection, object classification. Okay, model to perform image analysis. Baru you buat an image analysis. Lepas you detect, selepas you classify, selepas you detect, and you segmentkan, the next phase is actually you analyze it. So you can build an object detection, classification model to perform image analysis, generating caption, okay, text based on on the image content. Okay, like for example, image kat sini, a person with a dog on the street. So dia nampak mungkin taxi kat situ, and then there's a zebra cross line kan, and then a person. Okay, later on kalau dia dah person, dia tengok lagi, zoom in lagi, oh it's a man, okay, with a dog, with a black dog, color lebih emphasize lagi on a street. So dia tahu, okay, nampak zebra crossing is a street. Okay, dia tak letak on the road because there's a zebra crossing, so dia identify the object. Okay, and fifth one, okay, is a face detection recognition. Okay, so face detection recognition, okay, is used to identify the location of human faces in an image. So there's a further analysis can be performed on facial. Okay, we kita cakap face detection is mainly on the facial. Okay, bahagian atas, top, middle, and bottom here lah. Okay, to determine whether, okay, it can be, you can trace gender, emotion, age, and so on lah untuk face ni. Okay, and can be trained to identify a specific individual based on the facial recognition. So this is when you see when you macam contoh your phone kan, the face detection, it can see recognize because you have made all of this image classification, detection lagi, kiri kanan, semantik dia lagi, image processing, so face recognition, dia identify, okay, this is you with glasses. Kalau you buka glass, okay, you buka phone, of course it won't detect. So you need to have, even when I wear mask pun dia tak dapat. So still lock unless you have the similar sample which you have on the time you record your face lah, okay, with glasses, okay, dan dengan tudung sekali. So it will fully recognize, recognize your face lah. So in this image, we have example of group people with their faces highlighted. Okay, faces highlighted. Macam contoh, in the airport, you have detection untuk suhu badan. Even in the shopping mall, dia boleh trace, okay, your face, even much more advanced, will detect your name if you are from the same macam your database lah, okay, your data, your image, visual image, video, even pergerakan badan, movement, okay, has actually in the company database. Kalau contoh Unimas lah, okay, semua they wants to implement computer vision for this apa nama ni, attendance, contoh attendance using your facial images contohnya, pun boleh juga. So this is more to face detection and recognition lah. Okay, and the last part, the sixth application for computer vision is optical character recognition, which is OCR lah. Okay, selalunya kalau saya guna OCR ni, contohnya, okay, if I don't have any soft copy, okay, for that particular textbook ni lama dah, so I copy, scanned, okay, I use this OCR free, okay, ada yang software yang free, okay, it's scanned first and change it to an image. Okay, so this image actually has we trace on the character lah. Okay, the character ada juga mungkin kalau kira it's you need to double check whether, okay, it's a word or even the missing, ataupun it will jarakkan character tu. So you have to double check. Okay, if you want to transform an image, okay, of a scan, okay, book, okay, into a soft copy of a character lah, okay, text. Okay, so an OCR model, okay, identifies, okay, region, okay, of its image which contain text. They can trace text lah, okay, dalam tu, and extract them. If you have other character, macam contoh museum karakter yang lain, Tunjawi ke, okay, or Chinese character ke, okay, you need to train, okay, your apa nama application, okay, computer vision application ni untuk trace, okay, the character lah. Okay. So an image of this example shows an image of a building with signed Toronto Dominion Bank kat situ. Okay, so these are the application of computer vision. Okay, this is example of face detection, okay, in one of the lab.
Seguime, sígueme, gatito. Ella se muestra lo que está viendo el gatito, cómo me reconoce a mí. Está muy padre. Vamos para acá. Y vean, si me quito, se queda ahí. Y nuevamente regreso. Y ahí está, me reconoce.
Okay, it will trace on first, of course, through the camera. Okay, if you can see, okay, the camera here. Okay, and you trace on the sensor. Okay, there's a box here, so do the detection, object detection first. Okay, and later for face detection. So, okay, there's a example here in one of the research lab of computer vision. Okay, another one. Okay, computer vision. Ini salah satu contoh lagi, a computer vision with a thermal imaging of AI powered kitchen kat sini. Okay, tag. Okay. So you can make your backyard barbecuing innovative lah. Okay, where you can monitor the cuts, the unit cuts of meats, and you can track the internal temperature kat sini. Okay, this is number 1 kan, stack number 1, apa lagi, 3 tip 2 sausage, so they identify sausage ni, so you can track internal temperature. You nak tak nak overcook, you nak half cook dah, you nak just done ke, okay, out of the cook, to ensure that you know your even your dinner tu, lunch is a good apa is you taste lah. Okay. So this is done by AI powered lah, powered kitchen technology. Some of the real world application. Ada lagi, ada few more. Okay. Biasanya satu lagi kata silap is if you search on your Google, okay, Will Smith vision computer vision facial. Ini yang interesting juga. Okay, understand. So they can identify whether, okay, your emotion, okay, positive, negative, exciting, okay, and I guess it's calming. Okay, kat sini tak nampak sangat. The trace on the facial face ni lah. So this is part of vision, apa, computer vision. Nampak dia sedih, okay, depression, okay, angry, or even fear, okay, sad, okay, neutral. Tak ada, boleh tak, whether it's will trace your face. Macam perempuan banyak lagi sedih kan, depression, angry, Grey's Anatomy film. So happy, so different expression of the faces. It trace mungkin dari expression muka, mata, okay, and as well as the mouth. So it's interesting lah. Okay. Okay. Where is my slides? Okay, so next, computer vision services in Azure. So apa? What actually Microsoft Azure offer, okay, untuk for this computer vision services. Okay, you can have the computer call it, of course, okay, it's a cloud-based artificial intelligence, okay, services. Okay, it's allow developer, okay, you as a developer to incorporate lah, okay, you integrate visual intelligence into application, okay, without direct AI ataupun data science skills, because you just apply the API, because what the most important is the key and the endpoint lah, okay, and which part of the AI component, okay, yang you nak guna, okay, kalau you nak guna face detection, nak guna contoh smart cropping, ada kasih OCR semua, okay, they are all available in computer vision, okay, services in Azure. Okay, where it provide a pre-built image tagging. Okay, kita boleh buat image tagging, text extraction using this OCR lah. Okay, optical character recognition. Okay, so responsible facial recognition and other advanced image analysis algorithm. Okay, that can be detect, okay, and as well as recognize human faces, and then determine image content, okay, label content with object, and as well as the concept, and even more. So this Azure Cognitive Services, okay, ingat balik yang you have used in your first lab, okay, for AI fundamental tu, you have using the cognitive services to identify yes or no, okay, untuk object kan, okay, for vision offers a unified services that include Azure Computer Vision, custom vision, okay, and face API lah. Okay, so these services can be accessed through REST API, okay, and client library SDKs, okay, which is a popular development language, again in Python, in Java, okay, and in R language. Okay, we have 4 vision kat sini. Okay, we have 4 provided services for computer vision. Okay, kita ada computer vision. Okay, so this is a service that analyze image, okay, dengan video, image dengan video to extract insights such as the object, okay, faces, text, colors, and as well as emotion. Saya tunjuk tadi emotion. Okay, you have the image analysis, automatic captioning and tagging, okay, common object detection, you have face detection, you have smart cropping, okay, you have optical OCR lah, optical character, okay, recognition. Okay. And then for the second one is custom vision, okay, a service that allow you to train, okay, and as well as deploy your own image classification tadi and object detection, okay, classification, detect, okay, these models, a simple interface that no code required. Tak payah code pun, because you have, you know, your trained data, your trained model, okay, so you just integrate them, okay, using API lah, okay, you have custom made lah, okay, customized image classification and as well as your custom object detection. Okay, then the third one is face, okay, a service that detects and recognizes your human faces in images and as well as video. Again, I repeat, images dengan video saja, and provide attributes such as your age, your gender, your emotion, your pose, and the landmark. The landmark macam bank tadi kan. So I'll give you example so that easy to identify or me actually, or if it relates to image, video, then fall under computer vision. Okay, and what are these are 4 things that have been services that provided by Azure. Okay, last one is form recognizer. Okay, a service that extract key value pairs, okay, and tables, okay, from documents, okay, such as invoices, such as, you know, your history book tu yang lama tu tak ada soft copy, or even your receipts, okay, your contracts, okay, contract pun sometimes tak ada soft copy, okay, so contohnya you buy, your parents bought a house, of course there's a contract signed, there's no soft copy for it, so you need to change it to a software version. Okay, cap it. So you need to use OCR lah untuk ni. Okay, ataupun form recognizer to read through. So it forms using this form recognizer using machine learning. Okay, so data extraction form, invoices, okay, and other format kat sini. Okay. Then next, okay, is on how you create computer vision solution in Azure. So give you some example here, much more analyze relates to what we have discussed tadi, yang empat tu tadi. Okay. So first is image analysis. Okay, with computer vision. Okay. Say I have a senior, okay. Yeah, your senior fourth year or third year, okay, who will joining in, okay, to share, okay, with us today. So later on, okay, see, I'm gonna add her in. So her name is the Viola Vun. Just to share with us on her experience taking this exam. Gimana dia? Viola? Vola, is it Viola or Viola?
Hello? Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Okay, I was disconnected. My ni hotspot in the office was
I
disconnected.
see.
Sorry. Okay, Viola, can you share with us your experience?
Okay. Okay, sure. Let me share my screen here.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Um,
Are you now?
you-
Hostel
yeah.
or your ni hostel?
Okay.
Thank you, yeah, Viola.
Yeah, it's okay here. This one. Can see my screen? Can?
Yes, can.
Can see the card ready skill, the
Yes.
website. Okay. I think I will share the link to you all about this one. So, for your information, I am Viola from final year. I'm the final student from the SE class. So now I will show you all on how to get your free student voucher and how you can do the registration for the certification exam. Okay, so first of all, I will give you the link here. Cannot
Before
insert.
that, are you using your Siswa email?
I use the Siswa email. Yeah.
Were you having difficulty to connect it with LinkedIn for the batch?
I think no
No? Okay,
issue.
good. No issue,
Yeah.
good.
I think student already have this link, like the cloud this skill.
Yes. Mm-mm.
Okay. Yeah. So all of you can go to this website, and then okay, since before that I already done the AI, the Azure AI fundamentals. So I can, maybe I will show you the example. Maybe I can choose another one. I will show you
Right.
the example about the before you do the practice test, right? And then the interface will show like this. Okay. So before you do the practice test, your interface is like this. So you need to click on the practice test to do your and pass your test here in order to get your free student voucher. Yeah. So after you have finished your practice test, and then please make sure you have passed the practice test. So okay, please make sure you choose the AI you have. Okay, and then after you you pass it, and then you can get your exam voucher here. Yeah, is it clear? Very
Can
simple.
you
Right?
reshare the link to student again?
Oh,
Reshare
I
this link. So yesterday
you
I
share.
reshare with you. There's a lot of links, so there might be
Oh,
confused
okay.
on which one. Because some are
All right.
old and this is the current one, right?
Oh, okay. Um, I think I cannot put inside the chat. Like,
Really?
yeah, I
Oh,
cannot put inside the chat.
okay. Let me see the link. Okay, team. Available, right?
Okay.
It's cloud ready. Cloud.
Yeah, calculate.
Okay, so here it is. NS students. Okay, got it here. Okay. So there's no issue that you have faced?
No issue at all. Yeah,
Oh, it's
it's very
easy.
simple. Yeah,
Certified. Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
After
you
you,
got the you voucher.
yes, this is how I get the exam voucher. Yeah. And then, as please make sure can pass the practice test, so we can get the exam voucher code here. Yeah.
So
Any
how
question?
for the examination, how was it been conducted? Like you have somebody macam can you tell us?
That time, I think that time is very when I click on this one. Yeah, maybe I will go to the another part because this one I already finished it. I go to another. Yeah, yeah. When I click on the practice test, and then okay, please make click the proceed button. Yeah, like this. Yeah. Okay. Um. Let me see. Huh?
They have all the answers. Last time we don't have this club ready. Actually, last 2 years or last even.
Yeah. Okay. I remember when I click on the button, it will direct me to go to the page already lah. Yeah. Maybe I go to the okay. Wait, I already long time ago. Yeah.
So you have one-to-one with the invigilator?
Yes.
Do you have like one-to-one to invigilator, like when you are answering the exam, right? Sit for the exam, right? Okay, and
Yes.
then there's one invigilator who will look at you. Okay, they will
Oh, no.
invigilate you. Wow, so different.
Actually, no. Yeah.
Oh,
Not any
so you
on the.
able to look left and right, lah, I guess, right?
Yeah, I can look at left and right also can. Yeah, that's what I
Like my
remember.
time, okay, I can't because the invigilator is from Bangladeshi lah, so he actually see me lah. So whenever I look, I can't. I have to. My eyes have to stick to the screen.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's a very stressful. Now it's okay lah. Then no
Yeah.
issue for not pass for the exam, right?
Yes.
Can the
Yeah.
practice test be
But
repeated if fail?
yeah, can repeat many times also can.
You can you can repeat, but it's not that difficult, right, Viola?
No,
If you
not
mind,
actually. Yeah, as long as we have studied, we pay attention to the online training as before.
So
Yeah.
how do you study? So based on video, much easy to understand, or you read? Mainly more you read, or both?
That time I try to read all the notes prepared inside the online training. That time total time help the online training right, and then that time I read all the notes prepared by the total time that time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you
And then
referring to each this Microsoft platform
uh
tutorials?
a little bit only lah. Yeah. Most of the thing I study the information from our online training only.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Actually,
okay.
the question not very difficult lah. Yeah. As long as
Okay.
we study all the
Give
important
some
notes.
support for your junior here. They are from first and second year, 50 of them.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
Maybe you know some of them? No?
Mm,
Not really.
I didn't know.
You know?
Yeah. All are new for me. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Viola, okay, for your
Mm,
time.
yeah. And so I need to uh share about how can register the exam. Yeah. Maybe
Mhm.
wait, huh?
Yeah,
Uh,
maybe you
I
can
go back.
share. Mhm.
Wait, huh? Oh, this one. Go to the registration. Okay,
Book
and
your exam. Okay, good.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so the page will show the three steps lah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So first is the certification profile. Okay, this one just make sure all of your information are complete lah. And then click on the next one. And then for the step two, we can just ignore it lah. No need to bother it about this. Yeah. About the
Because you
discount.
recognize your Unimas email, is it? Or from your...
Actually, this one just skip the step lah. No need to bother it.
So you're using your Gmail there. You can see your Gmail as well, right? So
Yeah,
using both then. Your Gmail
Yeah.
and your Siswa. Got a bit confused. Oh, boleh. Oh, okay.
I think this one just skip it lah. The step, because later on, after that the page will ask us to key in our student voucher code lah. So this one no worry lah. Just skip it. No need to bother it lah. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And then you can see this instruction here. If we have the
Mm.
voucher code, and then just continue to the exam scheduling, no? And then schedule in person view. Yeah, I think should be also very simple lah, the steps.
how many option? Like, what do you recommend a student after training, workshop? After this training, how long do you recommend them to take the exam?
Uh,
2
I
weeks?
think maybe 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah lah,
Last
it's
time
still
also,
fresh in your mind, right? Last
yes,
time,
yes.
2 weeks or 2 days?
2 weeks. Because
2 weeks
that
lah.
time, yeah. If let's say some of you have a lot of homework, you can adjust your time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, not really urgent. Yeah. But cannot
Mm-hmm.
take too long time to.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
First
Maybe
week, second,
two
third
weeks.
week.
Yeah, 2 weeks will be fine. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then this
Ah,
one,
yeah, this one. Okay.
I chose the on view lah. And then this one we need to install the on view application.
Same like last time.
Actually, this on view application it has the portfolio lah. It's the online portfolio. Yeah.
Oh, online tutorial. Okay.
Yeah,
Yang tu.
yeah, a bit strict lah. That. Yeah. So this one after that when you start to do the registration, not registration. When you start to enter the on bill application, actually that time the system will ask us to join the application. Meaning that the on bill platform maybe before 30 minutes earlier, when before the exam start, something like that. No? Because we need some time to prepare our information here. The application will ask us to take the photo and also the photo ID. Yeah, something like that lah.
Your IC lah or driving license also can, right?
Yeah, driving license also can. And then the testing space. That time, please make sure our table are clean lah. Yeah, nobody can disturb you during your exam. Yeah, that one is very important lah because once let's say if your table got let's say there's a lot of people here and then got your family enter into your exam environment and then the portal will
automatically switch off.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Let's say
what time did you took your exam? What time?
Morning.
Morning, weekend.
Yeah.
At home.
Yeah, in my home. Yeah. So we need to prepare the very quiet environment. Yeah. Which is very suitable for you all to take the exam. Yeah.
Do not disturb on your door.
Yeah, because last time got my my parents enter my space and then the portal demand me.
So how you need to redo?
No.
Reminder. I see.
Only reminder, but if got a lot of time and then I will be banned for the exam lah.
I see.
Got a lot of time. Yeah.
I see.
So please make sure cannot too many times lah.
Do you still remember how many exam, how many questions been asked? 140, right? Can't remember.
I think 40 questions.
40 eh?
I think
Dr. Pimping, can you still remember? Can't remember because that was last year, early last year.
I think it's 40 questions. If
40 questions, no?
Yeah.
Or 10 for each module, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the question is also very similar to the practice test. Yeah. Not very high actually. Yeah. As long as you have read all the notes prepared from our online. Yeah. Already very complete. Yeah, our online training notes. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Oh, and then after you have done your registration here, and then the system will ask us to maybe I will show you for example lah. Oh yeah, I cannot show you. Yeah, because I already passed.
Oh, you already, yeah.
Not show the payment already. But it's okay lah. Because that's why I go to the YouTube because I cannot show the payment. This online channel they show us about the payment. I think it's similar like this. Yeah.
Oh,
This is
okay,
where
okay,
we
okay,
can
okay, okay.
enter the promotion code. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Once you click on the apply button, and then we can sit for the exam without any
Oh,
something like that.
I can't remember they did show the price number.
This price number, but if you have the student voucher code, you can just enter the
Free
code
lah.
inside here. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that will be free. Yeah. Any question from student? Is it clear?
Any questions? Come on, ask. This is your senior who passed the exam just recently. That was bila? January, is it?
Last year December.
February. Oh, last year, December. Just recently tu.
Yeah. That time is still mid-December lah. Yeah.
20 of you, right? 20
Yeah,
of you, am I
20.
mistaken?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How many pass? You still know? How many of
pass?
you pass?
I'm
Can't
not
remember.
sure.
I don't know. Any question?
Yeah.
Half of them joining in today. I don't know. Maybe the rest are joining later. But already no question.
Actually, there is a chat room, right? Because I cannot see the chat room.
Oh, okay. No, there's no question. It just if I wonder if we can choose the examination date.
Oh,
Yes.
can. Yeah.
How many options?
I cannot show you because
What about the exam yang 365 too? Because you're applying for 365, is it?
Yeah,
Have you?
365. Yeah, but I need to wait,
Tiba-tiba nanti have to take.
I need to done the
Finish up.
first. Yeah. So we can.
Oh, okay.
But it's okay. Maybe this video got the example.
Okay. We
Yeah,
can.
actually got the similar part.
You can share in our WhatsApp.
Okay, can. WhatsApp,
WhatsApp, my
or the WhatsApp group.
No, my WhatsApp, and I copy from our personal private WhatsApp.
Can. Wait, okay. Already share.
Okay. Copy this.
It's a bit similar. I saw most of the steps. Yeah, because it also demo about how we can register the exam inside the Pearson on view.
So there's a option kan? So jangan ambil
Yes.
awal pagi. I took at 3 a.m. Aduh, cannot. I have to retake. So I thought there will be no distraction. Unfortunately, I'm too sleepy, too tired to think.
Yeah.
Ikut your biological clock lah. If you think your mind process very good in the morning ke, petang ke, depends.
Yeah.
Do a lot of practices, right? Test practices.
I think I took 3 or 4.
But
yeah. Yeah, because first time I didn't pass, I try again. Yeah, try again and then pass. Yeah.
Okay, there's a question by Nicole here. Can you list briefly step by step like on what we should do before exam? Wah, step by step ni.
Before exam,
Like make sure we finish the practice first.
Okay. Okay, maybe I can repeat. Is it okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So, okay, first you need to go to AI. Are you here? Okay. So, okay, because I already finished my practice test, right? Okay, so before you do the practice test, you can see there's a button. It will ask you to do the practice test in order to get your exam voucher. Okay, so once you already done and then pass the test, so the interface will show you this one. Okay, once you go back to here, and then you can see the layout will be changed into like this. Okay, and then Yeah, that's very simple like this. This is how you can get your Pearsonville exam voucher code. Okay. So once you already jot down this one, okay, go to book your exam. Okay. Can follow or not? Okay. And then please schedule with the Pearsonville here. Okay. So first of all, there's a 3 step inside this exam registration process. So you just ensure that you have complete information about your personal info. Okay, click on next one. The step 2 you can just skip it, no need to bother it. Okay. Please remember this one no need to bother it, huh? You can skip it. Okay. And then click on the next button. All right. So if you already got a voucher code, you can just continue with the exam scheduling. No? Okay.
Mm. May
Yeah.
I know the time limit? The time limit to answer the exam?
Time
60.
limit.
1 hour, right?
Yeah, 1 hour. Yes.
1 hour.
Is it clear? Yeah, I think after you okay. So I think most of you choose the online lah. Okay, will be more convenient. All right, and then click on the next one. Okay, and then you choose your language. Okay, once you fill in, after you have choose your time and also fill in some of your info lah. Especially, please prepare your ID lah, your IC, and also your this are not already before you take the exam, the system will ask you to take the photo of your ID lah, or your ID card. Okay. Yeah, I think after that, okay, for the payment, let me show you. Yeah, like this. Okay. So after you have done the registration inside this platform, okay, the platform will show you this page of the payment page, and then inside here, no worry about got some charge here lah. As long as you have the student voucher, you can just enter your student voucher promotion code here. Okay, and then you click on apply, and then you can successfully register your exam with the free charge. Okay, no need to pay the charge to do the exam. Yeah. Is it clear about this one?
This question, can the practice test repeated? Is it
Can,
like a
can.
serious test or just to train us and make us familiar with questions?
But you need to pass it lah. Actually, this is not tutorial. Yeah, you can take it many times. Yeah.
What about
And then,
practical tests? Does
yeah,
do
the
they
practical
tested
test
you?
can repeat. The practical test can repeat, but the certification exam cannot repeat. Yeah.
No, what I mean is the lab, the lab, the question lab that you done in during the training, right? Will it
Yeah.
apa namanya?
Got
Been
repeated in
tested
the
to you? Tested to you like coding semua, no, the flow of the lab practices kan? Okay.
Oh,
will
you
it
mean
cover
that
in the exam?
there's not any coding lah.
Itulah.
You
No
just
coding,
test.
no lab, more to
Yeah.
fundamental, right?
Yeah. No need to worry so much. Yeah, actually, it's very
Oh.
simple. Yeah. Maybe I can share my phone number to the student. If let's say still got a student
Sure.
have question.
I share you your phone number.
Yeah, can. Yeah. If
Or
let's say
maybe
some
I can
students-
add. Can I add you to the group? It's better.
can
To answer directly to the group rather than you answer one by one. So I add you to get your permission to add your number to the group. Or we have group WhatsApp.
Can, sure. Yeah.
So got any more questions? Okay. Okay, Nicole. Nicole have asked. Yeah. Data Ping Ping
Yes,
also
madam.
have. Are your answered? Are your questions being answered, Nicole?
Yes, madam. Thank you.
Okay. There's instruction steps by Dr. Pimping. This is how you do it lah.
I think Dr. Tan already give you this one, right? Is it? You can this one you can just follow all the instructions already very clear. Yeah. Yeah.
The only we scared is actually student don't get the what do you call the voucher, because the voucher is really important because it's free ma. So this is students' responsibility, okay, on how they follow the steps and in order to get the free voucher. So you have shown on how in the students' punya view lah. Screen.
Yeah. Any other question?
Ada soalan lain? Do you have any questions?
If there's some of you still got the question, you can also a message in WhatsApp group also can. Yeah.
So
I think some of you still have question. I think. Yeah.
Too scared that. Okay, I add you in the group.
Yeah, I can. Thank you, Madam Fata.
Thank you very much, Viola. Thank you, Dr. Tan Piping. Viola.
And then for the practice test, you need to pass the practice test also so that you can get the student voucher.
Okay.
But I can't remember about the passing score.
The practice exam need to finish all up, right?
Yeah. Need to pass also. Need to
I
pass the test.
see. Okay. Not like last time lah. Different. Totally different.
That's what I remember lah. Yeah.
And does the practice examination got a question on labs?
No. Just test about the theory.
Fundamental kan?
Yeah.
Okay, I add you in case you have question. Other student can ask lah. Okay.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
So no question, everyone? Tak ada? Any more you want to share, Viola?
Okay, this is a suggestion. Actually, I suggest you all not focus on our online training notes. Yeah, because there's a lot of extra information inside the Microsoft Azure platform. Maybe some are, how to say, a bit complicated. And then to make your life easier, you can try to focus on our online training notes. Yeah, should be fine already. Yeah. Once you already understand everything inside your notes, you can go to the platform. Okay, go to study other extra resources inside the Microsoft Azure platform. Yeah. Is it here?
Good advice.
Yeah.
Very good advice. Thank you, Viola.
Because last time I did like this. Last time I did like this. I try to focus. I most focus on our online training notes, which are prepared by Dr. Tan. Yeah. Actually, all the notes are very useful for all of us to understand more better. Yeah.
I'm using her slides, okay, which actually from the Microsoft.
Yeah, all the information already very clear.
Just need to practice a lot, right? Do the practice examination.
Yes.
Kita ada soalan ya? Okay, thank you, Viola, for your time.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Fata and Dr. Tan.
Okay.
Now online training is ended already.
Not yet. Until the online training up till this evening, up till like 3 or 4 lah. For 2 days.
Because that's what I entered the online training. I think since I already finished.
Yeah. Yesterday is it? Was it?
No. That's not when I entered the online training. I saw nobody talking. I thought already finished.
Oh. When was that? At 9?
Oh no, that's not when I entered the online training. Yeah.
Because I have this disconnect. I don't know, disconnected.
I see.
It was disconnected when I'm waiting for your presence.
I see. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Madam Fauza and Dr. Tang, and then thank you everyone. Yeah. If you got any question, can ask me also inside the group.
So in the
Or
group, yeah? Okay,
yeah,
thank you.
or PM me also can. Yeah, anything. Yeah. So good luck for your online training. Yeah. For your online,
Okay, thank
very useful
you.
actually. I learned a lot from the online training. Yeah. Okay. Bye bye everyone.
Bye-bye,
Bye.
Bella. Okay,
Bye bye.
okay. Okay, so we continue with our next topic. Okay, so this is actually the extra each of the analysis given here been okay, computer vision, custom vision, okay, the face and form recognizer will be explained more detail. Okay, as what Pavela had mentioned, everything are here in the slides. Okay, for you to understand. Okay, you need to understand first before applying any application that's map or integrate with this component. Yeah. Okay, for this example, okay, image analysis. Okay, with the computer vision services, okay, actually provide a pre-trained computer vision model that you can use to analyze the images. So this service powered the demonstrations of the previous lessons. Okay? And this model can actually detect and locate over 10,000 predefined classes, okay, of a common object, okay, or predefined classes. It will generate an automatic captions, okay, for the image and set of the relevant text. Okay, text macam label ni lah, okay, they detect the person first before go into deep. Okay, like this is a male, okay, 34. So you can see the color classification here. The green will be much more detail on gender. Okay, 34 mungkin ada dia punya label sendiri lagi. So these are the relevant tags, okay, relate to its content. Tag can be useful if you need to index images and search for them, okay, using a relevant keyword. Contoh, you nak search for male, so they will shows, okay, they will apa nama, display ataupun block, okay, in this box kan. Okay, in this box, okay, it shows all the male punya images. Okay, it would detect and analyze human faces, okay, including the gender, okay, identification, and as well as the age estimations. Okay? And it enable content moderation by identifying images that contain adult, okay, the race, okay, or content, okay, and any content. So detect and extract text in image, okay, which we'll explore in depth later module lah, okay. So this is an example given, okay, in a group of people working on the sidewalk. So maybe there's a CCTV kat situ. Okay, it's captured video, okay, and turn into images, okay, and then it do analyzed, okay, recognize the object, analyze the object, okay, and it will tag lah, okay, the tag building, tag for jeans, is tag for the jacket, city, person, who knows even much more detail brand apa kasut ni, the footwear. Adidas ke, Camel ke, so even much more detailed depending on the resolution of the camera. Okay? And rating, contoh dia adult is false, racy is false, score is false. So that's example lah, okay, for image analysis. Then next we have training model for image classification, the second one kan, okay, training model with a custom vision service. Okay. So this custom vision cognitive services, the services provided using cognitive services for custom vision enables you to train a custom model for either the image classification ataupun, okay, the object detection. Ingat, the first step is you show the image classification. Contoh tadi is a taxi kan. So ini image for fruit. Okay, fruit apple, okay, and banana and orange for the image. Then object detection dia akan ada block and colored classification. Okay, so the service provides a web-based portal in which you can upload your image, okay, label the images of the object in them and trained, okay, and as well as deploy the model. Okay, so you upload the image, you label the image, okay, ataupun object, you train the model, the data, okay, train data and the model and deploy your model. So you can then consume the model from a client application using this ID lah, with the endpoint, the endpoint and key, okay, for the resource in which you have deployed it. So dia kan ada proses ataupun pipeline kita dah we have covered in machine learning tu. Okay, so this is training model with custom vision service. Okay, so next one is detecting faces with face service. Okay, and anyone can use the face service to detect, okay, for example, the blur. Okay, for blur, how blur the face is, okay, which can be an indication of how likely, okay, your face is to be the main focus of image. Even in your camera pun, okay, you can trace, okay, the image. Even example given to you on the robot or dog, cat tadi kan, so it shows the box here. So this is a face, okay, and then the exposure. So exposure aspects such as the underexposed, okay, or overexposed, and applies to the face in the image, that not the overall image exposure lah. Okay, meanwhile for the glasses, okay, glasses, if the person wearing glasses, dia akan trace juga lah. Okay, and the head pose, okay, this is your head pose, okay, whether it's moves, the face orientation, 3D space, okay, then you have the noise. Okay, the face orientation refers to your visual noise. Okay, kalau ada noise dalam image, which if got noise, okay, no, apa? Noise will be my background here as well. Okay, possible. So refers to visual noise in the image. If you have taken a photo with a high ISO lah, solutions setting to a darker settings, okay, you would notice this noise in the image. Okay, so the image look grainy ataupun full of tiny dots lah, okay, that make the image less clear. So it is possible for you to take an image ataupun video where there's a green screen behind it. So if tak ada green screen like myself here, yeah, tak ada kan? So it's a very good solution lah. Yeah. So lastly is occlusion. What is occlusion? Occlusion will determine, okay, if there may be object, okay, which block, okay, face in the image. Okay, maybe my tudung ke, okay, who knows, got something in my face ke, so we're gonna block your face, okay, because I got glasses which been recorded as a data again. Okay, so these glasses were part of my facial recognition because I'm 24 hours, not 24 hours, I'm apa, wearing glasses all the time lah. Yeah. So only manage Microsoft customers can access, okay, the facial recognition capabilities with similarity matching, identify the identity verification, okay, and it support the Microsoft responsible AI principle. Ingat the 6 responsibility AI principle tu, okay, and facial recognition is under a limited access policy. Bagian face ni, okay, under a limited apa ni, maksudnya you need to pay lah. Yes, not gonna, you can't use it for educational purpose punya apa nama subscriptions, okay, need to be payable lah. So and for the responsibility AI use, okay, ni ada mention the link here. Let me show you this link. So this is Microsoft framework for building AI system responsibility. Okay. Can share this are all the issues. Share with you here. AI system responsibility, guiding product development towards more responsible outcomes. If you are planning to build a product based on this computer vision, okay, or any AI system, so you need to go through the principle, goals, requirement, tool, practice, okay, under this responsibility AI lah, fairness kan, inclusive, okay, and few more lah. Okay, which we have fairness in speech to text technology. Okay, speech to text technology is mainly more on NLP. Okay, which we will cover this evening. So appropriate use control for custom neural voice and facial recognition. Okay, fit for purpose and other face capabilities. There the limitation. It won't go further up until you have mungkin you use it for harmful contoh dia. Okay, so you need to follow this principle lah. Okay, AI responsibility. So fairness, reliability and safety, privacy and security, inclusiveness, okay, transparency and accountable. Ini bagus ni untuk senang you ingat. So ni fairness, ni objek dia. So it's infographic lah. Okay. And then safety, reliability, security, love, inclusive, accessibility and accountability. Yeah? So a multidisciplinary iterative journey. Yeah, so you can refer to this Microsoft framework lah. Yeah. So anyone can use face recognition, face services. Okay, okay. Untuk to detect the location of face in an image. Okay, in satu image, you can trace the image. Okay, since this girl, we can see only the back side of her. Okay, and also it depends if the face is wearing glasses lagi it's not wearing glasses kat sini, so and it will determine if there's a occlusion macam blur ataupun noise ataupun under pressure, under exposure for any of the faces. Okay, even you boleh tengok dia senyum ke, happy faces, emotion, okay, emotion pose, and return the head pose coordinate for each of the face, okay, in the image. Okay, so we have the limited access policy required customer, okay, to submit on some addition face service capabilities which include contoh dia untuk ability to compare faces similarity, okay, the ability to identify name the individuals in an image. So yang tu you need to assess further lah, so that and need to submit an intake form kat sini. Okay, show you the extra requests which you require to do lah. Okay, kalau nak face identification macam, and as well as recognition. Okay, we have aka.ms.face recognition. So I can share you the slide. So this is Azure Cognitive Service Facial Recognition Limited Access View. Dia ada limitation dia. Let me show you the link. So you have to fill up the form lah. Okay, company, organization name. Okay, not sure whether you need to pay it or not. Perhaps your domain address. Okay, intent. Some more information. Okay, if you want to try that, you can test this out. Okay. It might incur some cost lah. Okay. Baca kat atas ni. Okay, please use this form to register for limited access feature of Face, API, computer vision, and Azure Video Indexer. You will need to submit multiple forms to apply for multiple features. The purpose of this form is for Microsoft to understand how you are planning to use this facial of celebrity recognition. You do not need to submit this form if you are using facial detection capabilities of these services. So facial and celebrity recognition are only available to Microsoft managed customer and partner lah. Okay, when you have the subscription for Microsoft lah, access is subject to Microsoft sold creations. So kena ada lapisan filtering later. must acknowledge the application's license term for service, okay? And Microsoft can require customer to verify this information. So this is a good exposure, good chance for you to explore. Okay, if you intend to do your FYP final year project and your supervisor, which is the lecturer in the faculty, okay, that doesn't mean Dr. Tan mungkin Dr. Tan Pimping already have access lah, okay, because she has the grant, okay, to pay for this Microsoft, okay, another level, okay, where you can use a lot of limited access kat sini boleh guna, okay, and perhaps if you keen to utilize this kind of feature, okay, maybe you can go further macam ni. Please note detection of emotion, gender, age, smile, okay, facial hair or hair even makeup is no longer available to new customers. So ada dia punya restrictions of features ataupun attributes, okay. So that's an extra information for you. Okay, and then for face detection, the next is read text with a computer vision service, okay, which is the OCR tadi lah. Okay, so we already discussed on the computer vision service and its use in image analysis. Okay, so it also provides OCR capabilities lah. Okay, optical character recognition, okay, capabilities. Okay, optical, okay, use camera to identify from this object to a character. So this actually taken, snapped, we're using your camera. Okay, so this become an image. Okay, so this image is optical. Okay, and we the image will be analyzed and character will be identified. Okay. Using the OCR capability to detect and extract text from image. So this service provides the read application, okay, API lah, the read API that software developers can use to extract both printed, okay, or even handwritten. Okay, printed mana dia you type, and then you print lah, okay, or even can identify, recognize the handwriting, okay, handwritten text from images. Okay, from immediate reading from a small amount of text in image to synchronize lah your text extraction, okay, from a large document, or even, okay, I'm not sure whether they can identify, okay, when a doctor, especially handwritten of a doctor is very hard to read, even as I'm not sure, perhaps if it's has a database, a list of databases that occur on a personal doctor or Dr. A. Dia punya A lain, B lain, they have a list of databases lah, okay, data on capital A or lower letter A, macam mana dia punya handwritten, okay, personalized handwritten. Okay, so detect the location of the text printed. Okay, so this read text, okay, can detect the location of text printed and handwritten. Option for a quick text extraction for image or synchronous analysis for the large. So we can hear it. This will be automated lah. So Google Lens, okay, you can trace all this list. Okay. So kalau image ke text is under vision computer vision lah. Kalau text to image or text to speech is NLP. So don't get confused with this. Remember again, for computer vision, the input is image and videos. Okay. And the next one is analyzing forms. Okay, so the form analyzer, form recognizer. The form recognizer service offer more than just detecting and as well as you extracting the text. So it's enable you to use models that, okay, it understand. Okay, so this is actually a form field. For example, it will identify a specific type of data such as maybe an address. You can see here there's an address, there's a phone number, okay, there's the name of the company, okay, and serial number. Contoh I mungkin reference for the receipt, contohnya there's a date, there's the times, the quantities, okay, even an understanding relationship between the field level and as well as the values. Okay, so you usually can use this form recognizer to train your own custom, okay, form, customized form extraction model based on your own scanned forms. So, or you can use a pre-trained model, okay, to extract information from common documents such as your receipt, business card pun even, okay, even can be extracted. Okay, I remember it was in 2008. I used the Sony Ericsson punya phone. It's quite there's no touch screen. In it was 2008 kan, 2007, I guess 2007. Okay, there's no touch screen yet. Okay, there's no touch, but this Sony Ericsson phone, okay, it's able to capture. Okay, you snap your name card. Okay, snap name card, and it will extract all the information, the name, okay, and then the address, your phone number, your email. So that was actually the first form recognizer services, okay, by Sony Ericsson. But now, okay, what happened to Sony Ericsson? Okay, dah been apa? The come and go. So companies come and go. So it's depending on how they survive in this technology trends. They need to be fast, and they need to have, companies or even funds by billionaires, perhaps, like what happened to ChatGPT. It evolved, okay, actually first funded by Elon Musk, okay, and now funded by Microsoft. Marah jugalah Elon Musk. Dia kata, oh, this is totally what not he was expected, okay, because Microsoft have spend like few billion to buy ChatGPT. So now it's applied under Bing punya search. So anything research, okay, on AI is actually depend on your funder, okay, your money, okay, you have to pay your researchers, okay, your developers, okay, so all the creative minds, okay. And so this is we called a model, okay, which performs semantic recognition of form fields, okay, not just text. So semantic, which means things that are not stated. It doesn't say like, okay, apple is a list of groceries that you can buy. So semantics mean apple, orange. Oh, there's a list. So this is actually things that you bought in the shopping mall, contohnya. Okay. This is the trader or shopping mall here. You get address, so it will give the description on this is actually a receipt because it contain, okay, the list of product items we have bought, and with prices, okay, with date, with time, okay, with the address of that particular, and tax even, okay, and the total payment that you have paid. Okay. So this is form and recognizer services offered by Microsoft Azure. Okay. So for the lab explore computer vision, okay, for the computer vision, so in this lab you will explore the computer vision cognitive service to analyze images. Okay, you start with your virtual machine for this lab. Okay, follow the instruction to complete the exercises. Okay, so there's another way. Okay, so ini is exercise are quite similar. Okay, the only different, okay, is actually how you're gonna assess, okay, this virtual machine. So ada cara, okay, there's given in your WhatsApp, even dalam note ni pun saya ada includekan sekali. Okay. So this has been shared actually last week. Okay. Let me set up because it's a new way of assessing. Okay, they're given a period of time for you to test the practices. But that's what Viola have mentioned just now. They're not going to test you on the lab session lah, the practice, but it's a good way for you to go even further. Yes, sebelum you go for AI900, perhaps you need to sit for the much more practical tests on Microsoft Azure again. So you copy on me. So this is the link. You go to class notebook, bawah sekali. Okay, so kat sini, okay, go to MSA, LE. Sorry for not exposing you on this part tadi. So sign out dulu. Okay, you can register with the training key. So far, what I saw is only 12 or 13 of you have tested out this site. So ada lagi berapa 30 lebih belum register lagi. Okay, you can test this out. It's not that difficult. Okay, so you masukkan nama lah. Okay, so myself, okay, masukkan nama. I have to sign in as my scalable account. Okay, so your sign in is actually using register with training key ni. Okay. Right. This is my access. Okay. So you see the lab session. Lab demo. Classroom. Let's see what if I register for training key. So let's see. Yesterday was it works. You can try it on oil for those who 20 plus students who haven't. Nak cuba lagi lah. Okay. So if I access error pula. Reading training key. See. Okay. So these when you redeemed, okay, you can see list of exercises that require some explore an anomaly. Ni sama juga. They're actually similar with what you learn here. The only thing is this is we'll go to Microsoft punya virtual machine. Okay, like for example, you're going to test out for image, analyze image in computer vision. So you launch. Okay, ini untuk yang belum access ya. We can show you how you're going to access them. Okay. This is your lab environment, which we call a virtual machine, okay, under Azure. Okay. So learning path 3, analyze images with computer vision. Check a while, 30 seconds, 20. Just be patient. Because when I tried out the machine learning without this, using this require me to pay. So I guess it might be the same with you, I guess. So for this, okay, it's easy lah, okay, because you have the key. Show you the students login. Okay. So you just go through all of this instruction. Okay. Click here and just one click. So automatically write down for you lah. Okay, I'm not typing it. Okay, so just click on password. Okay, and then you enter. It's slow lah, but then you go, and next instruction actually you need to go to the Azure portal. Okay, pergi kepada Edge. To Edge, and here malas nak type, klik pun boleh juga, automatically trace it. Ini pun AI juga ni, and then enter. Show you sign in as this ID. Okay, one click, typing in the active machine, buat sendiri. Senang. Okay, next. Okay, ini no need to type, click, sign in. Okay, never, right? So you're able to access ni logo ni. So maybe later. Okay, so create lah, explore computer vision. So step by step, takkan saya nak buat kan. So follow, don't miss out any step. So the most important is actually the key and endpoint. So your key and endpoints actually for the features. Okay, whether your features actually machine learning punya features ke, either it's images or video or audio or text, etc. lah. So even it will extract, rasanya ada untuk ni GitHub code. So yang itu clone the GitHub punya APIs kat sini lah. Kita pada AI900 fundamental. So make sure you follow everything. Ini guna shell kat sini. Dengan cloud shell kat sini. Okay, PowerShell. Okay. Sama macam yang you guna in your own browser. So ini browser dalam Microsoft Office. Apa nama? So untuk for this task, actually we identify. Okay, this is your sample client application. We use your computer vision service to analyze the following image. Okay, the image of faces. Okay, trader. Okay, review. Okay, try it out. I don't want to say. I'm going to tell you what actually happened. Okay. Test it out, okay, on your own time, okay, from 11 to 12 later on. So before that, I'm gonna finish our lecture, okay, for this morning session. Okay. So semua faham ke cara dia macam mana nak masuk ke virtual machine, okay, for Azure, Microsoft Azure. Same applies to the early labs, the 2 labs which was yesterday lah. Okay, and next. Okay. So some practice for you. Okay, so this question quite similar. Rasanya ada for the only thing that these are 3 options. If I'm not mistaken, for the exam they have 5 or 4 options of questions lah. Okay, not 3. Rasanya tak ada yang 3. Okay. So you number 1. So you plan to use build. We plan to use build and application that compares faces for similarity and identifies individuals. Yeah, so what service would you use? Is it computer vision? Is it face? Or is it custom vision? Okay. Apa dia? Jawapan dia. A, B or C. Okay, number 2, you letak je your answer for number 1 apa? A, B, C. Number 2 apa? Number 3, A, B, C apa dia? So number 2, question number 2, you want to use the custom vision, yeah, and a language service. You also want developer to require only one key and endpoint to access all the services. So what kind of resource, okay, you create in Azure? So this kind of question memang require you to test, okay, dalam system. So identify, so what are the services, okay, for computer vision. Okay, apa list dia. And then they mention about the key and endpoint. So key and endpoint, okay, if you did not do practice tu, okay, although it's not gonna come out in the exam, but this kind of, practices require you to understand overall system. So the third questions, you want to extract information and perform semantic recognition on the extracted field. Okay, remember the case of receipt tadi, shopping receipt tadi. Okay, list of groceries you pay for. So what service would you use? Is it the computer vision, optical recognition recognizer ataupun form recognizer? So give your answer 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. Okay, Nelson. Okay, later you can check for your answer. Okay, A, C. Okay, Nelson had answered computer vision for number 1, cognitive service, and lastly is the form recognizer. Okay, so write down your answer here before we check. So AAC, same with Shane. Okay, Arif, sama juga AAC. AC. Okay, Arif pun AAC. Look again at the first question. Okay. You plan to build an application that compare faces, personality, and identifies individuals. What service would you use? There's a hint there, obviously. The name of the service. Okay. So don't confuse with computer vision or even a custom vision. Okay. So the first questions, okay, the answer is B lah. Okay, faces. Okay. Kalau relate to face, okay, of course it use the face punya service. Okay, and number 2 is A. Okay, correct. Cognitive service. Okay, and number 3 is form recognizer. Don't confuse OCR dengan form recognizer. Okay. Okay, for the summary. Okay. Summary, okay, for computer vision, again, is a branch of AI, okay, which enable computer to analyze, okay, and to understand images dengan videos only, okay. And computer vision has many applications in various domain. Yes, I told before. You have healthcare, you have security, you have retails, you have manufacturing, and even leisure, entertainment. So Microsoft offers several services which can help you to implement the computer vision solution, okay, such as you use the cognitive service, Azure Cognitive Services Vision APIs, okay, you have Azure Custom Vision Service, okay, you have Azure Video Analyzer for media, okay, which formerly known as Video Indexer. So Azure Machine Learning, jangan lupa machine learning. Okay, they might be tricky on, okay, they put on Azure machine learning dalam soalan computer vision. So it's correct. Okay, so Azure machine learning can apply to computer vision. Okay, it's introduced a key concept of features dengan workload of Azure. So for creating a computer vision solution in Azure, remember, okay, Azure provide various services tools untuk create solution tadi. Okay, again, okay, computer vision, custom vision, the face, the video indexer, the special analysis, and more lah. Okay, tapi ada few, okay, yang they mention. Okay. So these services can perform such as object detection, face recognition, text extraction, video analysis, scene understanding, and few more. So the user service REST API lah. Okay. And also it use as mentioned Azure Azure machine learning as well. So these are the list that you need to understand. Okay, dalam list tadi. Okay, you can explore. Ini untuk ada video kat sini. So this is on your own time. So we have analyzer images with ini untuk the lab tadi. So you can explore the lab here. So launch the lab. So this actually you require untuk for this time for your batch, you kena pergi, as I mentioned tadi, guna guna machine virtual machine ni. You have to go to. Kalau tak ada, tak buat ni memang tak jalan lah. Okay. Sometimes perhaps it works, but they are given key ID for you, so you utilize it. Sometimes mungkin bila you buat sendiri, okay, using yang ni I'm not sure, like based on my experience tu memang susah lah. Okay, so I use this untuk guna. So I even can trace up berapa orang. Okay, let's see when I sign in as a instructor tadi. Saya boleh tengok berapa orang yang have tested this out lah on the lab yesterday. Okay, let's see. Lab find it. Calendar. Okay, ni saya have to move out to here. So macam contoh ni, okay, saya tahu, okay, 12 enrollment, okay, 1250, 12 orang out of 50 saja yang dah use the voucher. Okay, please do so because asalnya post class lab access expiration today. So kalau boleh cuba hari ni lah. Okay, yesterday punya dengan today. Kalau dah cuba yesterday punya, just continue on. Okay, dia pukul berapa? I'm not sure lah. Okay, they will last up to 5. 5. So guna sebaik mungkin lah. Hopefully you have time today to explore on this lah, to test it out. Although it's won't come out in the exam, but at least you know how it works lah. Okay. So any questions? You can just post it in the box, chat box. Check again. These are the reference. Okay. So ada yang ni. Okay, this is the instruction mungkin explore automated machine learning. Okay, then this would be explore anomaly detector. I know some of you have done this. Okay, analyze images. So these are the only 5. No, 4 lah. 4 lab practices which you require to do lah. Okay, so use the time limitation accordingly sebab pukul 5 nanti memang tak boleh nak access lah. Okay, I guess you have questions? If no question, we end our class for today. Okay, please do continue with your practical. So ikut contoh yang saya bagi tadi until you get to this interface lah. Semua satu ni. Dia memang straight to point je ni. So tak lama yang ni untuk machine learning ni. Try this out. Okay. And then next will be the natural language processing this evening at 2. Jumpa at 2 nanti. Okay, I guess that's all for today. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, madam.
Welcome.